medicine's one of those things that was kind of always been on my mind. My dad's in medicine, he's a general surgeon. But when I got into college, I decided to try and do computer science. I did an internship in computer science my second year there, and at a programming company in Atlanta. Didn't have a very good experience, so I decided to shadow my dad and some of his other fellow physicians at the hospital he was working at. Really enjoyed it and decided to pivot at that time and try and get all my science recs and go to med school. Military service is something that has always been on my mind. My grandpa served, my dad served in the Army for 4 years, so it's something that's kind of always been on my mind, but I was waiting for the right moment and opportunity to kind of maximize my benefits. And I got an email after I had been admitted to MCG from an Air Force recruiter about the HPSP scholarship, and given the benefits from that, not having to pay for medical school, not being saddled with medical school debt, and then also getting a stipend while I was here, I felt like this was the right opportunity and avenue for me to serve. I wanted to be somewhere that was relatively close to Atlanta. That's where my family's from. I'll be there for 3 years, and then towards the end of my third year, I will be given a list of available positions, and I'll rank those 1 to 20, and then I'll be stationed at another Air Force Base for the next 4 years as my payback time. I really like having a strict schedule, so with family medicine, it's kind of an 8 to 5 job or 9 to 5 job depending where you're at. And then I like the broad spectrum of it, and especially in the Air Force. A lot of times active duty members, their first point of contact is their family medicine provider, their primary care provider. So you get a lot of exposure to different pathologies, and you go to med school and you learn about all these things, and I felt like it'd be a shame to go to med school and then forget everything and only specialize in a small subset of medicine. I do like to rock climb. One of the areas that I really like to go to is in Chattanooga. It's kind of one of the main downsides of going to Eglin is that I'm pretty far away from any rocks that are able to climb, but somehow I'll try and make do over the next 3 years or so. As far as kind of what my career goals are, I want to do primary care. I want to kind of focus a little bit more on the sports medicine side, preventative health care side of things, and so if I get out and do civilian medicine, that's one of the things I'd be looking to focus in on.